Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ivano Amayuda from 5PD. I want to explain about research methodology meeting 6 material. They are developing hypothesis. Hypothesis which I make in PowerPoint divided into four parts. They are definition, function, types of hypothesis, and the last benefit. Okay, for the first slide is a definition. Based on etymology, hypothesis comes from the Greek language, such as hypo, which means under or below, and thesis, which means tense, upheld opinion, or certainty. If interpreted, hypothesis is an opinion whose truth is still in doubt. To be able to confirm the truth of this opinion, hypothesis must be tested or proven. To prove the truth of hypothesis, a researcher can deliberately create a symptom, namely truth, experiment, or research. If a hypothesis has been proven true, then the hypothesis will be called a theory. That I know, hypothesis usually involve proposing a possible relationship between two variables. They are independent variable as a research change, and also dependent variable as a research measure. Okay, that I know for definition. For the next slide is a function hypothesis. There are 7 functions, including first, explain the symptom, and facilitate the expansion of knowledge in particular field. Facilitate the expansion that I know, which means provide the facility to communicate, to get information, to research, to reveal the fact based on a particular field. For the second is a put forward a statement regarding the relationship between two concepts that can be directly tested in research. Two concepts that I know is mean two point of view or two types of hypothesis, like a statistical and also research hypothesis. For two concept like that, I will explain for the next slide later. For the third is a help direct the research process. To reveal fact, we will always to see behind the theories what we get with us. And also the lead directly research. Okay, for the fourth is a help from the preparation of research conclusion. That is which mean is like creating outline from the start to finish, like making preparation during research and also post research. And fifth, helping the process of testing the truth of theory. Namely hypothesis. We also to reveal the we will always to reveal the truth or fact. Meanwhile, consider there is some fictitious or also adopt like that. Okay. For the sixth is provide the new ideas for developing a theory. Okay. And the last, expanding knowledge about a symptom being researched. For the next slide is types of hypothesis. That I mentioned before. In hypothesis, there are two types of hypothesis often have to make by a people, like a statistical hypothesis and research hypothesis. Okay, for the statistical is one of the assumption used to text the analyze using part of the data from all available data. Thus, the hypothesis use is the inferential statistical method. What is inferential statistical method? Inferential statistical is used to analyze sample data was a result will be generalized to the population where where the sample is taken. This hypothesis can use two or more variable. And a statistical hypothesis can be divided into two parts, like null hypothesis or HO, and alternative hypothesis or H1. Remember, null hypothesis is that it can explain that there is no difference between variable. The word variable from above, it's mean independent variable or x and dependent variable or y. This is in the formulation. This is in the hypothesis formulation. What is test of the incorrectness of the variable x affecting y. For example, like there is no relationship between color clothes and also intelligent students, or like that. And the second is alternative hypothesis. Alternative hypothesis is something to explain that there is an influence on the relationship between variable x and y, and the result of alternative hypothesis will be used as the basis of the for searching research data. Okay. And the next is research hypothesis. Research hypothesis is an assumption that does not require statistical test, because the purpose of this hypothesis is to get answer to the problem being studied. There are three example about there are three about research hypothesis, namely as follow, like a descriptive hypothesis, comparative hypothesis, and also associative hypothesis. Descriptive hypothesis is an answer or proportional assumption of a sample in community in which there are several different categories. For comparative is an professional assumption on a problem formulation that question the comparison between two or more samples. And the last, associative, is a variety of professional assumption regarding the association or relationship between two or more variables in a study. That is for example for a descriptive, like we research on a restaurant like a bakso merchant in Lampung, whether the meatball in a restaurant they are contain borax or not. For the study, use a single variable. This for exciting meatball in bakso merchant, the restaurant. Then the hypothesis use a single hypothesis, like HO and H1. They are opposite, not same. For the meatball in the bakso merchant Lampung, they are contain borax, and for H1 difference. For the meatball in bakso merchant is not contain borax. And comparative hypothesis. They are about loyalty of MU football club supporter compared to the loyalty RM supporter. For the study use a multiple variable. The first variable is MU supporter loyalty. For the second variable is loyal supporter of Real Madrid. The hypothesis he use the comparative hypothesis because the problem formulation is about comparison of the two variables. Like example before, SO and S1 difference. SO MU has the same loyalty for the Real Madrid, and H1 is different loyalty for Real Madrid for supporter. Okay, like that for the example HO and H1 comparative. And the last is associative, and also research about third person in a soap opera, and also influence on the style of teenage boy in clothing. This study use a multiple variable, like the first variable is the person in soap opera, and the second variable teenage boy in style in clothing. This study use a associative hypothesis because the problem formulation question the relationship between two variables like HO and H1. For example, third person influence male teenage boy in dressing, and H1 the opera third person does not affect the style of teenage boy in clothing. Okay, that is for example, and the last part is a benefit. For the benefit, okay, there are three part, including first, alert researcher to the condition of fact and the relationship between fact, which sometimes just disappear from the attention of researcher. Second, as a simple tool in focusing scattered fact without coordinating into an important and comprehensive whole. And last, as a guide in testing and adjusting to fact and between facts. Okay, I think that's all for the explanation and or presentation. I think that's all. Thank you for watching and listening. I'm sorry for mistaken if you don't understanding for my explain. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry for knowledgeless. Okay, that is end. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.